Welcome to today's episode of the Fellows Forum podcast. Today we're starting the first episode of a very exciting Fellow of the Month series, and to kick off this first episode, I'm joined by Dr. Jasmin Hundal, who is a Onc Fellow at the Cleveland Clinic. We're so excited to have you as a new member of the Fellows Forum and to have you on the podcast today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm currently in my second year of fellowship at the Cleveland Clinic. Before this, I completed my internal medicine residency at the University of Connecticut, followed by 1 year of general internal medicine fellowship, where I also earned my MPH. My main area of interest is the overlap between cardiometabolic health and cancer, specifically for breast cancer patients and survivorship. Outside of work, I really enjoy traveling and exploring different cultures, cooking and hiking. These activities help me to stay grounded and allow me to connect with new experiences and people.
Awesome. Excited to talk with you some more today. So would you like to tell us a little bit about your journey in medicine and why you decided to become a physician?
Sure. Medicine has always felt like the right path for me, even at a younger age. I grew up in Germany, where my family was one of the few Punjabi families in our community. That experience gave me an appreciation for diversity and the unique healthcare needs for different groups. And I was drawn to medicine because I've always been fascinated by how our bodies work and how we can improve patients' lives. It felt like a meaningful way to contribute to others. And over time, that desire only grew stronger.
Awesome. And why did you decide to pursue Onc Fellowship?
So I was drawn to Heme because of the chance to connect with patients in a meaningful way. Cancer care is such a challenging and emotional journey, and being able to support patients through that, like from diagnosis to treatment and even in survivorship, really resonated with me. I also appreciate the balance of both science and patient care that this field offers, which is very unique to Heme, I find, especially with all the advances we're seeing in cancer treatments today. Um, it felt like a field where I could keep learning and growing while making a difference.
Awesome. So what have some of your research interests included and areas of focus?
Yes, I briefly mentioned earlier, my main research interest is the intersection of cardiometabolic health and cancer, particularly in breast cancer and survivorship. I'm really focused and interested in how we can improve the outcomes for our cancer patients by addressing the cardiometabolic factors like obesity and diabetes, which often go hand in hand with cancer treatment and recovery. I believe there's a lot of potential to help patients live healthier and even when after they completed their treatment.
To such important areas of research. So what are you planning to pursue after your fellowship?
So after a fellowship, I hope to continue working in breast oncology. I see myself practicing in an academic institution. I would like to focus on survivorship care because I'm very passionate about helping cancer survivors navigate their long-term health, especially when it comes to managing the after effects of treatment, addressing any underlying health issues. It's important to note that survivorship begins at the time of diagnosis, which is oftentimes overlooked. My goal is also to integrate lifestyle interventions into cancer care in a way that truly improves patients' care and quality of life in the long run. Especially like with social media and current misinformation, I think that's a very important field. Last but not least, I'd love to continue mentoring students and trainees who are interested in medicine because I wouldn't be here without the guidance and support of my own mentors and colleagues. And I think it's important to pay that forward and helping the next generation of physicians develop their passions and navigating the field is something I'm really excited about.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. So I'd love to hear a little bit more about your fellowship experience so far. What is your favorite part of being a Onc Fellow?
Honestly, it's the relationship with the patients. Oncology is really a unique field where you get to walk through some of the toughest time with your patient. It's humbling to be part of their journey. I love that I get them to not just see as a patient, but also as a whole person with hopes and fears. It's a privilege to help them navigate their care, and the human connection is what I value in this work. I also really like my fellowship because it is a very supportive environment, very educational, and I enjoy working alongside with my co-fellows and attending physicians. We have such a, as I mentioned, supportive community. It makes a difference when you're facing challenging days, long hours or maybe multiple consults on a day. It's nice to have like supporting co-fellows and colleagues. And knowing that we're all in this together, learning from each other and supporting one another has been incredibly fulfilling. So I'm very fortunate to be here at the Cleveland Clinic.
Awesome, that's great. So thanks so much for sharing all of this with us today. It's really wonderful to hear all about your fellowship journey, and we're looking forward to discussing all of this further in the Fellows Forum.
Yeah, definitely.